All right, Shalom Akim, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostle and elders, great millstone, peace and blessings to you, you fellow Akim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Okay, so I'm entitled in this video, America's Working Homeless Epidemic, because among the many epidemics of America, okay, of the world, and let's just get the word real quick. Epidemic, okay, just to kind of give us a backdrop of what's going on. So this is the word epidemic, and all I did was just type it in Google, but it's just one source. All right. It says a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease in a community at a particular time. Now, the word disease, which this epidemic doesn't necessarily have to be a so-called disease in a form of, you know, the flu or some type of virus, but a disease is just something that's diseasing, okay? Diseasing, okay, a sickness, an illness. And we know that America is sick. Disease, a disorder or structure or function in a human, animal, or plant, or a society also, okay? We can't forget about a society, because all the word disease means dis-ease from the body, okay? Especially one that produces specific signs or symptoms, or that affects a specific location and is not simply a direct result of a physical injury, okay? And this is pretty much America being destroyed. And what proves that this epidemic or the disease, okay, doesn't have to necessarily translate into a body is when we're going to bring out the scripture. But let's just kind of get a little backdrop here, because when it says, it talks about healing Babylon, okay? It talks about healing Babylon and putting balm on Babylon. Why? Because Babylon has an infectious disease, okay? And one of these infectious diseases is Babylon's working homeless. This is the epidemic. So epidemic, when we go into the definition again, is a widespread occurrence, okay? A synonym, outbreak, a plague, a pandemic, okay? So this is a pandemic that's raging rampant through America, and this has never happened. Okay, you actually have the working homeless. Okay, because Americans are deemed as lazy. They don't want to work. Well, there's multiple jobs out there that these Americans have, but they can't afford housing. All right, and nowhere else in the world is there infrastructure set up to where you can work, but you're still homeless on the streets. So I got two articles set up. And this is just indicative of the state of America, the state of you Americans. And it's only going to get worse from here. Okay, it's not going to get better. Trump is not making America great. Okay, America was never great. Okay, America was great in wickedness. Okay, America was great when you so-called white people were at the pinnacle of your power. But now your power is being destroyed. It's being destroyed. The rug is being pulled right from under you. Okay, and there's nothing you can do. And you're scratching your head. You're blaming the Mexicans for taking all the jobs. All right, so what are you going to do when the so-called white man, he takes all the Mexicans and El Salvadorians and Peruvians, and he takes them and he sends them back to their country, and all these jobs are open, picking strawberries and bananas and all, you know, out in the field. You Americans can't do that. You can't work them jobs. Furthermore, you're not going to be able to pay for housing. This place is through. So this is an article on usnews.com. Okay, it says, we still need to eat. Tech boom creates working homeless. San Francisco is well known for its homeless population. But the homeless crisis, so there's a homeless crisis, okay? Not only is there a working homeless crisis, but there's a homeless crisis. But the homeless crisis, and that's directly parallel to what's going on in the job markets today, okay? The spirit of America. But the homeless crisis has been spreading rapidly into Silicon Valley as the tech boom has led to skyrocketing rents. Okay, so the tech boom, all these great jobs paying all this money. Well, this is leading to more of the destruction of Babylon. Okay, it says, and this is the photo right here. It says, in this photo taken, zoom in. In this photo taken October 10, 2017, Ellen Tara James Penny, a lecturer at San Jose State University, prepares to stay the night inside her station wagon in the parking lot of Grace Baptist Church in San Jose, California. The booming economy along the West Coast has led to a historic shortage of affordable housing and has upended the stereotypical view of people out on the streets. So no longer is somebody out on the street just a drug addict, somebody that's lazy, that doesn't want to get a job, that's a panhandler. Okay. If you see somebody on the street, they can actually have a full-time job just like you. Okay. Even possibly making more money than you. Reporting by the Associated Press finds that many of them are employed, working as retail clerks, plumbers, janitors, even teachers. They go to work, sleep where they can, and buy gym memberships for a place to shower. So a lot of these people are going to I bet gym memberships are skyrocketing. Okay, 24-hour fitness, all these gym memberships, just so somebody can just have time to get on the computer, do a little bit of work, take a shower, and then go sleep in the car. Okay, Mountain View, California. Okay, and I'm not too far away from Mountain View, California. I live in the area. Okay, it says in the same affluent suburban city where Google built its headquarters, Tess Saldana lives in a crowded but teedy camper. She parks on the street. Okay, she concedes it not a very nice living situation, but it also is not unusual until authorities told them to move more than a dozen other RVs filled with people who can't afford rent. Joined Saldana on a tree-lined street in Mountain View, parked between a Target and a luxury apartment complex. All right, so it says homeless, and this is falling on you Edomites, okay? Primarily on you Edomites, okay? You affluent Edomites that are once in this and living this luxurious life, or you were able to support you and your family off one income. Now you can't do that. Why? Because, amen, these curses are falling upon you, just as these curses that fall upon the Israelites. We were out on the streets. Well, you got Israelites doing better than you. Okay. Homeless advocates. Did I read this? Let me see. Oh yeah. Homeless advocates and city officials say it's outrageous that in the shadow of a booming tech economy, where young millionaires dine on $15 wood grilled avocado and think nothing of paying $1,000 for an iPhone X. And that's all that's out here too, man. I work in the city of San Francisco, man, and it's just, you got nothing but ballers out there. All right, and there's a separation. You have ballers and people that are barely making it. Okay, and that's all throughout San Francisco, primarily on the peninsula, where all these big tech companies are, where they're paying a engineer $150,000. Okay, but that's skyrocketing rent. Okay, and the people who work these regular jobs, they can't afford to live in those areas. Okay, hence the term, okay, working homeless. All right, it says thousands of families can't afford a home. Many of the homeless work regular jobs. many of the homeless work regular jobs. Okay, so it's no longer you can say, "Oh, go get a job." Well, you can't afford housing. How the hell can you support a family, okay, on $15 an hour? Okay, first and foremost, the so-called white man, he gets his taxes. So really, you're working for like $8 an hour, okay, after taxes. If that's not including you getting to your job, okay? Whether you have to take public transportation, you have to pay a car note. How the hell are you going to be able to survive making $9 to $15 an hour when you have the rent that's skyrocketing? And it's going to go into that, all right? It's going to go into it, man. It gets juicier, all right? All right, and this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful at the Most High. He's destroying every infrastructure of the so-called white man, all right? In some cases, serving the very people who sky high net worth is the reason how housing has become unaffordable for so many people. And that's all you see here in out here in the Bay Area. You have the have and have nots. Okay, most people are there. Most people are there. They're roommates with some people. To find somebody that lives by themselves, okay, that's unheard of unless they're balling. It's only through the Spirit of the Lord that brothers out here in the camp are getting taken care of. And it's the Spirit of the Lord. All right, because you got brothers with families, you got brothers with kids. All right, and they're making it. All right, the Most High set them up. Why? So he set us up to prophesy against this wicked ass place. All right, that's the only reason why the Lord is taking care of us. And for all you other people, all right, He's destroying you. All right, you got to sleep in campers. Across the street from Saldana camper, for example, 2-bedroom units in the apartment complex start at $3,800. Okay, this is $3,800 for apartment complex. Okay, $4,000 for an apartment complex. These are small 2-bedroom. This is not like it's a ball in that. These are not ballers. Okay, they're nice. Okay, they're nice, but something like that in Texas will run you like $1,600. Okay, including concierge service. That's more than she brings home, even in a good month. Okay, Saldana and her 3 adult sons who live with her have looked for less rustic accommodations, but rents are $3,000 a month or more, and most of the available housing is distant. She said it makes more sense to stay in the camper near their job and try to save for a brighter future, even if a recent city crackdown chases them from this parking spot. So now Esau, okay, the police force, they have to instead of so-called fighting crime, okay, they gotta fight and they gotta crack down on you the working homeless, all right, taking up the space on the streets, living in campers, living in trucks and tents. And these are people that actually have jobs. These are tax-paying Americans, okay, in these affluent, okay, communities, looking at people, all right, looking at people. A lot of them, these damn heathens that come over here, all right, living in these nice ass apartments. You getting pushed out the block. Our Esau's getting pushed out the block. All right, because this is only a epidemic because the so-called white man, he's suffering all these things. All right. We still need to eat, said Saldana, 51. And she's 51 years old. I still want to bring my kids once in a while to a movie to eat out. So she got 3 sons. All right. I believe she said, yeah, I believe she said up here, oh, this is another woman, but she was a lecturer at San Jose State University. You would think that she would have money. And this woman, I forget where it says where she worked at, but she's 51 years old with 3 kids, 3 sons, and they got to live in a camper. All right. She cooks and serves food at 2 hotels. Okay, so she cooks and she's a she's a cook and a server. Okay, at 2 hotels in nearby Palo Alto. All right, in Palo Alto, they got bands out there. When I say bands, that means they got a lot of money. They're really affluent. They're well off. Jobs that keep her going most days from 5 in the morning to 10 at night. So this damn devil, all right, she has to wake up early in the morning, 5 o'clock. All right, and this is starting at 5. Okay, so she has to wake up at least at 4 o'clock in the morning until 10 at night. 2 of her sons, all in their 20s, work at a bakery and pay $700 towards the RV each month. Okay, so just keeping the RV going, they got to pay. All right. They're all very much aware of the economic disparity in the Silicon Valley. How about for us people who are serving these tech people? Saldana says, we don't get the same paycheck they do. So here it is. There's the service economy here. But the service economy, they're not able to actually afford affordable housing here in the Bay Area because you have the tech community that's pretty much, they're able to pay these high skyrocketing rents. And they're more than happy to pay those rents. All right. So there's disparity there. All right. This is displacement. All right. There's a difference between the working class and these low level jobs and those who are in the tech community. And they have to serve these people. All right. And they're not getting the same check. All right. It's all part of the growing crisis. So this is a crisis. So this is an actual crisis that's happening along the West Coast. And this is spreading throughout all America right now. But primarily it's starting on the West Coast. So this is where a lot of these tech companies have started. Predominantly, okay, here in the Bay Area, okay? It's all part of a growing crisis along the West Coast, where many cities and countries have seen a surge in the number of people living on the streets over the past 2 years. So this is something new, all right? Because these people that are living on the streets, it's not like they can't have jobs. They don't have jobs. It's just that these jobs don't pay enough for them to live in those same in those same neighborhoods that they work in. Counts taken earlier this year shows 168,000 homeless people in California, Oregon, and Washington. 20,000 more that were counted just two years ago. So it's booming. The booming economy, fueled by the tech sector and decades of under building, have led to a historic shortage of affordable housing. It has upended the stereotypical view of the people out on the streets as unemployed. They are retail clerks, plumbers, janitors, even teachers who go to work, sleep, where they can buy gym memberships for a place to shower. The surge in homelessness have prompted at least 10 local governments along the West Coast to declare states of emergencies. All right, so this is a state of emergency. And cities from San Diego to Seattle are struggling to come up with immediate and long-term solutions. All right. San Francisco is well known for homeless tent encampments, but the homeless problem has now spread throughout Silicon Valley, where the disparity between the rich and everyone else is glaring. All right, there's a clear separation. There's no firm estimate on the number of people who live in vehicles in Silicon Valley, but the problem is pervasive and apparent to anyone who sees RVs lining thoroughfares. Not as visible as the cars tucked away at night in parking lots. Advocates for the homeless say it will only get worse unless more affordable housing is built. The median rent in San Jose metro area is $3,500 a month. How the hell are you going to be able to pay that? Yet the median wage is $12 an hour in food services and $19 an hour in healthcare services, and this is before taxes. Okay, an amount that won't even cover housing costs. So even if you work 60 hours a week, you still wouldn't be able to cover housing. The minimum annual salary needed to live comfortably in San Jose is $87,000, according to a study by personal finance website Go Banking Rates. Okay, so I mean, you can go, you can keep going in the article, but we're not going to keep going. All right, this place is through. Let me bring out a scripture. All right, because they don't know what to do. All right, there's a housing crisis and nobody knows what to do. Which this is all systematically set up for the destruction of America, so the elites can bring in that order out of chaos. All right, to have you people more dependent on the government. Okay, and when they bring in these detention centers, you people are going to be lining up to live in one of these shelters. Okay, just so you can work to eat. Let me go to this is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. So Babylon in the spirit has already been destruction. So this is just part of that of Babylon, the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, destroying the infrastructure of Babylon. Okay, and this is part of it. Is destroying the workers here in Babylon. Okay, making it almost impossible to live in the same area that you work. Okay. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. This is part of Babylon's destruction. How for her? Take balm for her. That balm is what? That healing ointment. If so, she may be healed. So they're trying to come up with these think tanks to try to solve the problem of the working homeless, but it's impossible because you have created a system to where it's impossible for you to work in the same area that you live in because of skyrocketing rents. Okay, the so-called white man, he has created this. He has created a separation. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And those who are once middle class, that's the middle class is totally being destroyed. Okay, there is going to be no more middle class in this society. Okay, it's going to be those who are well off, all right, and those who are super poor that depend on the government for everything. All right, there's massive amount of just here in California. There's millions upon millions of acres of land out here in Babylon. You don't have to be tied in to the system, but the so-called white man, he has created it. So you have to tie in. All right, you can't be self-sufficient. You can't grow your own crops. You can't have your own farm. All right, where you don't have to depend on the government, or you don't have to go to one of these goddamn hotels so you can cook and serve. You cooking and serving the tech boom. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone to our own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So Babylon, okay, and it said something in this. Okay, yep. Babylon is let me go back to the scripture. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So Babylon's trying to find that healing ointment, but there is no healing ointment. Why? Look what it says here. It says they're trying to heal Babylon. It says the surge in homelessness have prompted at least 10 local governments along the West Coast to declare states of emergency. So this is an actual state of emergency. All right, and and none of these, nothing's happening. All right, you people are still living in tents. Okay, and we see this all the time. Tents, okay, and RVs. All right. And people living in cars. This is skyrocketing. And those people who are living in these cars and these tents and these RVs are actually people that work. And cities from San Diego to Seattle are struggling to come up with immediate and long-range solutions. That's that they're trying to find balm to heal, but you can't. It's impossible to find balm, a healing ointment to heal Babylon. Why? Because Babylon is being destroyed. Okay, Babylon is being destroyed. That's what you're not understanding. Everything that the so-called white man is setting up, the Lord is destroying it. Okay? And how is he destroying it? This is just one aspect. This is just one building block that the Most High is destroying. And that's creating a booming working homeless. Okay? This is the epidemic. This is spreading throughout the whole landmass of America. Okay? Where there's a separation between the rich and the poor. The poor are getting poorer. Okay? More dependent on the government. And the richer are getting more rich. All right, there's a separation. And those who are poor are serving the rich. All right, they're going back into their affluent neighborhoods. They're well off. They're able to send their kids to these private colleges. While you have to live in a you have to live in a goddamn in an RV with your 3 sons. Okay, impossible for you to actually make it. All right, because the little money that you save up is not going to even be. That's not going to actually have any impact on you creating wealth. All right, that's impossible for you to work at one of these benign jobs. It's impossible for you to create massive amount of wealth. It's impossible. All right, your little $12 an hour, your little $19 an hour is not going to cut it. Because you got to understand, things happen in life. Okay, your car might break down. Things might get stolen. Okay, emergencies might come up. You might have to pay $2,000-$3,000 that you've been saving up for the last year. That's gone. Okay, that's totally gone. So how the hell are you going to make it here in Babylon, man? You can't make it here in Babylon. America is destroyed right now. The Most High said it. Let's read it again in Jeremiah 51. It says Babylon, Jeremiah 51:8. Oh, let's go up. Let's go up. It says Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. So Babylon has lived this delicious life. You so-called white people have lived this delicious life to where you were the top nation in the planet Earth. You were the top. You were the top commodity here in Babylon. You had the most affluent jobs. You were well off. You were able to send your kids to college. All right. You were able to live in these neighborhoods with no care in life. Okay. You had the perfect life. Two and a half children, so to speak, with the white picket fence, the dog. Able to go on camping trips. You were able to go to Europe. You know, send your children to these boarding schools, these private schools. Now what's happening? Those same families are riddled by drugs. They say they're not on drugs. Well, they can't even live in the same neighborhood that they grew up in. All right, that their grandparents set up a foundation in. Okay, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right, and this wine that you have spread throughout the four corners of the earth, your way of life, this has hopped upon all nations. You have given this to all nations. So now this homelessness, okay, this working homelessness, okay, the working homeless epidemic has spread to all nations. So all the nations are mad. But primarily it's starting here in Babylon, because this is where it was created. Babylon is suddenly falling, destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. So Babylon is impossible. And they're coming up with all these ideas to try to solve this homeless crisis. Not only a homeless crisis, but a working homeless crisis. How is this possible? Why? Because the Most High, he's destroying the structure of Babylon. Let me get another scripture. I think no. Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places. So you have seen Esau build up America, but now what? America's being destroyed. It's being broken down. Okay, piece by piece, it's being broken down. Okay, it's being the rug is being pulled up from under you so-called white people, and you don't know what to do. What are you blaming the Mexicans? What the fuck did the Mexicans do? You blaming niggas. What did niggas do? A nigga don't need much, man. A nigga don't need much. You see niggas, they just stay in their own little neighborhood, man. All a nigga need is some alcohol, a big booty bitch. All right, and excuse my language, but I'm just giving it to you the real way. All right, Jake ain't up in here taking your jobs. Okay, a nigga's in his own community causing mischief. All right, he does not affect you in your daily life. Okay, it says but we will return and build in desolate places. But said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. You see that the Most High, he's throwing down Babylon. He's casting Babylon down. All right, and he's destroying every structure that you have created. Okay, since you created all these structures, you created this economic disparity. All right, you created this tech boom. This has deceived you. This has totally destroyed you. You are a laughing stock unto the world. The whole world is seeing this. The whole world is seeing Babylon, America, this great kingdom that went across the whole world, destroying all nations. The whole world is seeing it being destroyed. And who's doing it? Who's doing this destruction? The Most High, Yahweh Shema Shah. He's destroying the Edomites. And this is just one aspect of how the Lord is destroying. He destroying. We can go on and on and on. We can do and we're doing videos day in and day out. Okay. All right. And we're chanting Babylon is going to be destroyed. They shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the board of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation, righteous anger. Look at this word, indignation. Indignation, okay, it says anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as an unfair treatment, okay? Resentment, barrage, okay? Displeasure, anger, outrage. Yeah, the Most High, annoyance. The Most High is outrage at you damn devil. So here it is, you try to destroy us as a people, but now the Most High, the same structures that you have built, the Most High is destroying you as a people. All right, let's get we can't forget about these scriptures, man. These scriptures are exposing you damn devils, man. And we see Hey man, out here in the Bay Area, man, you Edomites are through, man. You Edomites are through. And look, we mingle, couple brothers, you know, we mingle around these so-called multi-millionaire, even billionaires. We train some of them, and they're through. Multi-millionaires of these so-called Fortune 500 companies. All right, we talk to these people every day. All right, and they're through. Their whole family is done. They have all type of diseases riddled. They can't get their wife pregnant. Okay, the children are bugged out. These are Edomites. These are Edomites actually. Okay, so-called Jews, man. I trained some of them. All right, and they're through, man. All right, here. I'm poor. Okay, I'm poor. And how am I in a better spirit than you? You got your house is worth $4 million. Okay, I come to your house every day. Your house is worth $4 million, and you're catching hell. You get pure hell. Why? It's because the Most High is destroying you. Okay. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies. So all these curses that were upon us, you can read in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, 15 all the way to 68. All these curses, they were upon us, destroyed us as a nation. Okay. We were going to be a proverb, a byword, astonishment. Now the so-called white man, he's a proverb, he's a byword, he's an astonishment. Okay, he's deceived. All right, everything he puts his hand to is being destroyed. All right, and we're seeing that. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and upon them that hate thee. Which persecute, here it is, you persecuted, you hated, and we're doing better than you. First and foremost, we're rich in the spirit. Okay, because we don't have millions of dollars. All right, we don't have millions of dollars, but you know what we have? We have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and we have this knowledge. And with this knowledge, the Lord, he gives us exactly what we need. All right, what we need to survive in this wicked ass kingdom. Why he's destroying you people? While you work, you make $48,000 a year, $50,000 a year, and you're homeless. You're a fucking homeless. Are you gotta live? You gotta live in a goddamn trailer, and we're sleeping. Hey, the brothers, ain't no brother out here homeless. Okay, we have homes. Hey, we sleep in beds. All right, we got our houses. We got big screen TVs. All right. While you people are living, you can't even put your seat back. All right, with 3 kids. All right. The Lord is destroying you. He's putting all these curses upon you. So we're doing better than you. So the Most High, he's clearly showing us that he's destroying our enemies. Okay, this is this next article. Silicon Valley. This is off RT. Silicon Valley, working homeless, sleep in cars as tech titans live like kings. And man, if you go into these neighborhoods out here, they living good, man. Esau, these tech people, they living good. All right. And the rest of you Edomites that didn't get on the boat, you're living like hell. This is exactly what and I see this every single day. You might think, okay, somebody just parking just to get parking on the side of the street. No, they're sleeping. This is actually where they live. This is actually where they live. Okay. At the fringe of a dazzling techno mecca nestled on the Pacific coast of California, home to some of the world's wealthiest individuals and corporations, a rising number of working homeless serve as a lamentable footnote to the American dream. This is now the American nightmare. Okay, to you Americans, man. Trump, he's not going to bring America back to the pinnacle of strength. All right, he's going to destroy this place. Well, first and foremost, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, is destroying this place, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no type of quantitative easing. There's no type of working programs that Americans can set up. Okay, that your political figures can set up to bring back America to this great place. All right, it's being destroyed. This is not a story of Americans who have, for any number of reasons, dropped out of the economy and now living on the streets. This is a story of hardworking Americans who have jobs. Sometimes 2 or 3 simultaneously. Hey, look. Hey, through the spirit, man. Hey, look, Jake ain't about all that working shit, man. Hey, you know? And the Lord set it up. The Lord set up, brother. Hey, brother, ain't got to work all like, we work, but we that work culture here in Babylon. We're not part of that. All right. First and foremost, our work is in these scriptures. All right. While you people having 2-3 jobs, man, Jay got one job. All right. Jay got one job, and we're still eating. We're still got a roof over our heads. All right. We got internet. We can do videos. We can curse your ass out. All right. We go get some lamb. All right. Go get some chicken. All right. We get alcohol. All right. While you people are catching pure hell. And everywhere we go, especially when there's more than two brothers, they want to hang out with us because we're having fun. All right. Because we're having fun because we know the outcome of America is destruction. We know you people are catching hell. So that brightens up our day. This like when I read these articles brighten up my day. All right. Let me see. There's a scripture talks about a good word. Let me get a scripture real quick. Is it Psalms or Proverbs? A good word, man. And these are definitely all right. Yep. It says Proverbs 12:25. Heaviness in the heart maketh a man stoop. And hold on. And it goes for women too. Look at this. Heaviness in the heart maketh a man stoop, or a woman stoop. Look at it. She stooped and on her car. Okay, in her car. She slept. This is actually where she lives at. Okay, this is just just an image. Okay, of what's happening here in the Bay Area. Okay, heaviness. All right, because look, she has her life, her outcome on life is totally destroyed. She has to live in a car. Okay, so this maketh her heart stoop. Okay. It says, but a good word maketh it glad. So when we read these words, it makes our hearts glad. Okay? It makes our hearts glad. Let's go back. I'm gonna try to wrap it up, It says, this is a story of hardworking Americans who have jobs, sometimes 2 or 3 simultaneously, yet are unable to afford basic rent. The basic necessity of life, a roof over your head, you're unable to afford. These people have come to define a whole new subculture of Americans that was unheard of just several decades ago. Working homeless. This subculture that's going on right now, working homeless. Excuse me. This was unheard of. All right, you can get a job. Back in the day, you can get a job. I mean, you can get a job and be able to pay your rent. Okay, maybe not send your children to college, but you're able to sustain yourself and have a little bit of money in your pocket. Okay, you're able to go buy a car. All right, you're able to go buy food. Food now is super expensive. Okay, avocado might cost you $3. Okay, so you have to do without here in Babylon. And what's cheap is these fast food restaurants. So these people are living off fast food. And that right there is destroying you too. That right there is part of that's part of the destruction. The perennial issue. I think, let me see how I pronounce this.
Perennial.
Yep, perennial. Yep. Which means lasting or existing for a long or apparent infinite time. Enduring or continuing recurring. Okay. It says the perennial issue of homelessness. So this is lasting for a very long time. Is not the first thing one would probably associate with Silicon Valley. Okay, they're calling it Sad Valley, which enjoys the status as one of the leading research and development centers in the world, powered along by dozens of Forbes 100 companies like Apple, Alphabet, Google, Hewlett Packard, and Oracle. Silicon Valley accounts for 1/3 of all venture capital investment in the U.S. The Lord's want to put the articles in the description box. I'm not going to read anymore. We get the valley. This place is through. Okay, we get what's going on. Okay, let me get Isaiah. This is Isaiah 19 and 2. Yeah, this is good. Then I'm gonna jump down. Let me see. It's not what I want. Isaiah 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof. You know what? Let me start up, because this is what's going to happen. And this is exactly what's happening. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And this is what's going to happen, because there's a displacement, and there's a clear separation between the rich and the poor. And you Egyptians, you Americans, you're mad about that. So it's going to come a time where these Americans are going to take up arms because of the disparity that's happening, the injustices, the inequality that's happening. And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof. So the spirit of America is falling. All right. And I will destroy the council thereof. So there's no so-called city council or government official that's going to be able to solve this crisis, this epidemic that's going on. And they shall seek to idols and to charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to wizards. Okay, all the elite of this society, your sociologists, your psychologists, all these ologists. All right, these people are just charmers and familiar spirits and wizards, because all they do is use witchcraft, and they're going to seek unto these people, all these ologists, and they're not going to have an answer. Okay, all your political scientists, they're not going to have an answer. The answer is to put a chip in you, all right, and just make you a slave, make you a goddamn android. That's the answer, or put you to death. Okay, because this tech revolution is really to set up the AI, all right, to breed you people out, all right, so you don't have robots doing all these benign jobs. All right, let me jump down. I wanted to get, there should be no more work in Egypt. Hold on. No more. No. I forget. Yeah. It's like the scriptures escaped me. Yeah, that's spirit. It's Satan. This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err. Okay, the word err means to err, and every work thereof. Okay, including the housing markets, including the financials, people not being able to work the work market. Okay, so everything is messed up. As a drunken man staggereth in his own vomit, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So there's going to be no work in Babylon. Okay, nobody's going to be able to work, because all the jobs are going to be shut off. It's going to be shut down. Okay, AI is going to take a part. So once this technological boom, okay, is done, all right, they're gonna breed you people out, man. They're gonna breed all you techies out. Okay, and there's gonna be no work here in Egypt. So all you people here in Babylon are gonna be homeless. Okay, and you're gonna be waiting to take that chip. All right. So every work here in Egypt, every structure that the so-called white man has created, the Most High, he's destroying it. He put that perverse spirit, that crooked spirit. Why? Because you have one against the scriptures. Okay, you have one against you rule wickedly, but the Most High is destroying you. Okay, let's get this scripture. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened. Yeah, your outlook on life is going to be totally destroyed. All right. When you look when you look to the future of your life, when you do your 10-year, your 5-year, your 15-year, your 30-year plan, you're gonna see darkness. You're gonna see no way of being able to survive. And that's gonna cause grief. That's gonna cause your your countenance to stoop. Okay. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Why are the doors going to be shut in the streets? when the sound of the grinding is low, because there's going to be no jobs. Okay, and he shall rise up at the voice, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. All right, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And even so, everything's being destroyed by the Most High. Okay, the music's supposed to put you in this cheerful like state, but that's being destroyed. Okay, wrap it up. Yep, Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry heart do sigh. Once this place was full of the merry heart, the happy. All right, now everybody's sighing. Why? Because there's the outlook on life. The outlook on life is destroyed. There's no more jobs, and now there are jobs, but the job that you have is not able to sustain you. You're not able to actually live in the neighborhood that you work in. You have to be either you have to be a working homeless or you have to be a super commuter. Okay, and Lord's what I'm gonna do the video of the super commuter. All right, that's one of your options. All right, you people here in America, the mirth of tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. All this is going to stop. All you see it all stop, man. They shall not drink wine with a strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. And you're supposed to give strong drink to them that are willing to perish, that are ready to perish. It said the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the street. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. So this place is totally destroyed, man. So the working homeless is just going to proliferate. All right, it's just going to increase in number. And all you Americans, get ready for more. Get ready for more languishing. Get more for more heartbreak. Okay, more sorrow. All right, get ready to be fired from your job. All right, and have to work at a goddamn at serving food. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it on the scriptures. Here we have another epidemic here in Babylon. It's just indicative of the state of Babylon. This is indicative of the state that the Most High is bringing this place down to. Okay, and nothing can save it. The only thing that's going to save Babylon is thermonuclear missiles. All right, it's going to put it back in its proper state. Okay, destruction, being totally destroyed. All right, look, these people are ready for destruction. You think she don't want a missile? Okay, deep down, she's dying for a missile, man. She wants to get put out of her misery. And that's ultimately what the Most High is going to do. He's going to put you people out of your misery. But before that, he's going to put misery on you, man. More hell than you can bear. All right? So with that, all praise and honor and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And just get ready for more hell for you Americans. And, and the Most High, he's going to save his elect. Okay, the house of David. Till then, I want to say shalom.